Okay, ladies and gents, welcome. My God, can you believe it? It is time for my Blu-ray collection update video for October of 2020. And do you know when the last one was? I didn't know myself, I had to look up on my phone. It was August/September, I think it was September, 2019. So it's been over a year, and in that video I believe I said that this was going to be the end of the Blu-ray collection videos for just now. I'm going to start saving some money. And I'm going to stop buying some Blu-rays. Now, half of that statement was true. I did stop buying Blu-rays. The saving the money part, nah. Just because it was around Christmas time and that sort of thing. So realistically, right now, I should be saying the same thing. But I've got a wee itch right now to maybe start collecting Blu-rays again. But maybe not. Like, what I was doing before was like going to Poundland and stuff and buying a bunch of Blu-rays that I'd never seen before and just throwing them into the collection. So today's video is going to be some pick up some Poundland that I'm just going to be throwing into the collection. But also what I want to do is I just want to buy like one or two here and there. And if I'm buying Blu-rays in future, it's definitely not going to be like a monthly Blu-ray update situation again. You know, it might need to be a couple months of savings, you know, of the Blu-rays that I buy over a little period of time, and then I can show them in that one sort of epic video. But for this one, I just thought I'd show you the ones that I picked up over sort of the lockdown period and over the last couple of days from Poundland. This one, the first one though, is from Amazon, I believe, and it's a DVD, and it's the first season of Joey. So I was watching, it was on Instagram, and I saw a clip of Joey, and I thought, I totally forgot about Joey, the Friends spin-off, and I was like, I've never actually watched it, like I've never seen it. I remember it being on at the time after Friends finished, and just thinking that's such a bad idea, like having a Friends spin-off, because Friends is so unbelievably popular and the best TV show of all time in my opinion, or at least my favourite anyway. I have something in my glasses. This is the high quality entertainment here on the channel. There we go, I should clean my glasses. Okay, so I saw a clip on Instagram of Joey, and I'd never seen it before, and it was actually really funny. And of course, you love the Joey character, don't you? So you can't go wrong with the Matt LeBlanc. So yeah, never seen it before. Whether it's going to be that great or not, we're still to find out. It comes in these individual cases. That's disc 1, episodes 1 through 8 and stuff. And I wait till you see the inside artwork, especially the disc artwork. Isn't that stunning? Oh my God. Not only do you get beautiful pictures, but you get good artwork as well on the disc. Actually, when I first opened this, I thought it was like a DVD-R or something, like someone had made it themselves. But no, so there you go, that was $2.79 on Amazon for Joey. I couldn't find it anywhere. It must be like quite a rare set because it was so, I think it was 2 seasons of Joey. So that's going to be interesting. As a big Friends fan, I feel like I should watch it. I'll probably enjoy it. I just hope it doesn't offend me because it's not Friends. I hope I'm not bothered the fact that, you know, it's Joey, but he's not with Ross, Rachel, Chandler, Phoebe and Monica. Who knows? You've seen this one before. This is the Harry Potter 10 film set. I know there's 8 Harry Potter films, but this also comes with the 2 Fantastic Beasts films, which is beautiful. So obviously I've been talking about this in my Harry Potter videos. I say, oh yeah, it's plural, I've done 2 of them so far. My rewatch, what I'm doing for those who don't know, if you've not watched those Harry Potter videos, is I'm reading the Harry Potter books, and once I finish one of the books, then I'm going to watch the film of the book. So I've done that with Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and right now, if I reach down here, I'm almost halfway through, about 41% done of Prisoner of Azkaban. So when this book is finished, then I can go to the film. But I wanted, Harry Potter's one of those films, it's like Star Wars, it's like, I don't know, James Bond, Indiana Jones, those films like that, like big sets, Rocky, big sets like that I just feel like belong in everybody's Blu-ray collection, and it's something I kind of like the idea of having a big set of all the films. So you get the really cool artwork here, all the films on the back, and the 2 Fantastic Beasts films, which I enjoy, and I feel I'm going to enjoy them even more once I've, you know, a bit more familiar with Harry Potter. I've watched Harry Potter all the way through the one time, which I learned was 3 or 4 years ago I'd last done it. So now that I'm really getting invested and I'm reading the books and stuff like that, and I'm kind of talking about them and analysing them and watching all the special features, I'm becoming a bit of a fanboy. So, especially with reading the books too, but this is the way the set looks. There's a ridiculous amount of special features. So there's 4 discs, and then you open this up here, if it will, and it just came off like that. That's not supposed to happen. Then you've got your 4 discs there, and they go this way to open like that, and then you get 4 more discs there. You get your Fantastic Beasts films there, and actually if you look carefully, I don't know which one is going to be a good example here. There you go, if you take this one off, it's actually double layered as well. So there you go, there's the Harry Potter set. So stay tuned on the channel for my Harry Potter ones going forward. Then I picked this one up on May the 4th. It is, of course, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I went with the light side sleeve for this one. I just thought it was more appropriate. I just feel like I've had this forever, and now I'm just talking about it. It's funny. But I got this on May the 4th. It was the day it came out, unless maybe I got it a couple of days before that, but I know it got put on Disney Plus on May the 4th, and we watched it then as a family. It was part of the whole quarantine thing, bringing families together, you know, and watching films together and that sort of thing. When lockdown was in full effect, these are the sort of films we were watching as a fam, and it's the Resistance, limited edition sleeve, which is pretty cool. I love this film. I've talked about it a bunch already, and I guess I feel like there's a Star Wars series on the horizon, by the way. I don't know what it is, but it's like an in-depth thing. The other way I've been talking about Back to the Future recently, and I've got some more ones coming up. I don't know, and Harry Potter, so maybe there's a Star Wars one soon, but this is The Rise of Skywalker, film number 9. So I was going to get it regardless if I liked the film or not, just to complete the set. Now these 6 films now here are from Poundland, and as I say, this is going to be the last of the trend of buying films from Poundland. The first one that I picked up was Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal, Michelle Monaghan and Vera Farmiga. Never heard of that person. So I'm a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan, right? There he is there, all handsome and stuff. Is it going to focus? There he is, there's Big Jake. So any film with him I'm going to be, you know, ecstatic to watch and stuff like that. Change the past, save the future. So basically when I bought these Blu-rays on Saturday, I came home and I was feeling good about buying the Blu-rays and stuff, and I just was in the mood to watch like an old Blu-ray haul from like channels from back in the day when I used to collect Blu-rays and that sort of thing all the time. So I was going through old ones that I used to like, and I found one. It was just on my YouTube channel I used to watch, and there was they were talking about the Blu-rays that they got, and one of the Blu-rays that they picked up that day was Source Code in that random video. I think the video was posted in like 2013. Like randomly, 7 years ago, I just picked this one at random, this random video to watch, and I'd never heard of this film before, and I've never seen it before, and I never buy Blu-rays anymore. But the day I got this one, this totally obscure film, I was watching a random Blu-ray update from 7 years ago, and they also got it. I just thought that was a bit spooky. But Source Code, looking forward to checking it out. I feel like because of that, it's a wee bit of an omen, and I should check it out soon. But I heard it's good, so. Ever since 2018, I've wanted to start a rock collection. I don't mean anything about geology, I'm talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So I picked up Hercules. Anything, you know, with The Rock in it. I've got a bunch of his films that I am not the biggest fan of. I've got some of his films, some of his films that I am a big fan of. I love all of his films, really, I just love seeing him. But Hercules, I feel like I started watching and then just didn't finish. So I thought I'll get it for the Rock collection, but I might actually enjoy it anyway. So, and again, it's in Poundland for £2, you know what I mean? So I can't go wrong. So Hercules for the Rock collection. The reason I wanted to start a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson collection, not because I just love him so much and he's one of my, you know, heroes, you know. But in 2018, I was in Orlando. I went to Florida and I went to Walmart. And in Walmart, there was obviously the Blu-rays and stuff on sale, and they had a Rock collection. And it was a mixture of his films, his TV show, like Ballers and that sort of thing, and wrestling DVDs. So it's like, that's such a cool idea, like having a whole collection of Rock titles, film, TV, and wrestling. It sums me up, you know, so I just thought, there you go. So now, 2 years later, I guess we can get that going properly. So I've got a couple, I've got Empire State in there, I'm going to get the Jumanji films, a couple more films from that. I want to get Walking Tall. Did Walking Tall ever get a Blu-ray release? It should have done, that was a great film. Next one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Amazing film, I love the whole trilogy actually. And I remember the first one at the time was my favourite of the trilogy. Of course there's Dawn and there's War, but Rise of the Planet of the Apes was my favourite at the time. It was a belter, and I'm just looking forward to seeing it again. The last time I watched it I think was 2017, so it's been a good few years now. So it's probably due another rewatch, which is always fun. And I saw the third one in the cinema, which I really enjoyed. Such a good, it's one of those ones we sometimes just go, it's a bit too much with all the CGI and all the fights and the screams and all that stuff, but then you get to the nitty gritty of it and it's just a great story, a great film, great CGI work. It's a great film. So yeah, there's Caesar. That cover. So I thought that was a good, you know, a good film for £2 in Poundland. Which again, I know it doesn't make sense. Next one, Non-Stop. I thought I hadn't seen this before, it turns out I have. And I remember enjoying it, but it was about 6 or 7 years ago now I watched this one, so very happy to finally add it to the collection as well for £2. So again, you can't go wrong. Any Liam Neeson action film isn't going to be the greatest film, but what are you expecting? You know what I mean? You're not watching a Liam Neeson action film for the most brilliant acting in cinema today. You're watching it for a good laugh, you're watching it for some fun, to switch your brain off and watch a good action film, and Non-Stop is the perfect one, and for £2, you can't go wrong. So I got Non-Stop. Then I got this one, which I'm really excited about. American Hustle. Never ever seen this one before, and it's always been on my list ever since it came out in 2013, I believe. 2014? I don't know, around that time anyway. But it won 3 Golden Globes. One was for Best Picture and 3 BAFTAs for Original Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress. So, from the directors of Silver Linings Playbook and The Fighter. So I don't know what that means, but there you go. Came with a slip as well. Nice embossed American Hustle letters. Great cast, as you can see there. A wee bit of Bradley Cooper action. Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Jennifer Lawrence. Star-studded cast indeed. So yeah, we'll check that one out soon. Very excited to check that one out. And probably my favourite one of the day, because I've seen this film before and I think it's awesome. And it's War Dogs with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill. I remember watching this one very late in the year of 2016 because I was putting together my top 10 of the year. And War Dogs was one that I missed. So I managed to get it somewhere and I managed to watch it, and it was really, really good. And I don't think it made my top 10, but it was really, really good. So ever since that day, I don't know what it is, I just love the look of it. I love the pink font. I don't know, it just stands out, you know. It just looks different, and I like both actors. Not like a huge Jonah Hill fan, but I think he's really good. I think Miles Teller's pretty underrated. So there you go, War Dogs. So those are the films I got from Poundland. And then of course these ones as well. These are a bit more wholesome and random, but there's Rise of Skywalker and the 10 film collection of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, and Joey Season 1, totally randomly, but there you go. So there you go, that's my Blu-ray and DVD haul for October 2020. Can you believe it's actually happened that we're back here? But there's my haul here. This is the last time it's going to be like this for a while again, because I'm not going to just buy random ones. Well, I need to be smart with it, you know. You can't just buy random ones. I know a lot of people do have this massive collection, but realistically I don't have the space, I don't have the money for just a big massive collection. I do want to stick to my kind of guidelines, you know, these rules that I created myself, and just make a collection of films that I not only approve of, but I love and I can always go to and I can show off to people and talk about and stuff. So I do have that though, but there is still films in here that I've never seen before or I don't care for. So it might be a case of a charity visit for those films. But I'm happy to add these ones in. These are fresh, you know. I've not had them in the collection for years and not watched them. You know, I could watch these ones over the next couple of weeks and then I can decide then if I want to keep them or not. So, but going forward, I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and watch the films first, and if I love the film, if I approve, if it gets a good brother rating, then it can come into the CM42 TV Classic Movie Collection here. And Good Bit Studios, I guess I can call it. We're talking about movies. It's not a wrestling joke or wrestling podcast chat anymore. It's more, I'm thinking about bringing back the movie podcast. I'm in talks with some former co-hosts to try and bring that back. But it's just with everything picking up again, it's already really tough putting out the wrestling podcast every week. So I would love to get back to doing movie chat, especially with my friends. So maybe that's something that I'll look out for in the future. But until then, there's some new Blu-rays and DVDs into my collection. Hope everybody's doing really, really well. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these, any recommendations that you have. And until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video.